I've been using this Zoom H6 to record my acoustic guitar and vocals for 8 years now. I really like its simplicity, convenience, and of course the sound of these stereo microphones, but can it be used for live looping? Yes, Zoom H6 is a great tool for home or studio live looping sessions, and in this video there will be step-by-step instruction. Actually, there are many models in the Zoom recorder lineup, however I have only been able to test H5 and H6. Unfortunately, H5 distorts the sound when connected in audio interface mode, so it's not suitable for us, and H6 is perfect. I didn't test other models in the lineup or recorders by Roland or Sony, but they exist. It's not the best idea to use these sensitive microphones for stage performance. It's better to use pickup system. I have separate video on this. We're talking about home or studio recordings, and this is a great tool for high quality acoustic live looping sounds. It has amazing built-in stereo microphones. There is no need to connect a foot switch or pedal, and this setup is pretty minimalistic. One of my previous videos has got a lot of attention, and you've been asking about how I achieve such a natural acoustic guitar sound. Answer is here. Let me tell you how. What you will need: the recorder itself with a fresh set of batteries, normal wired headphones to monitor yourself, USB cable to connect your recorder, Apple device supporting iOS 12 or newer. It could be iPad or it could be iPhone, and you need adapter to connect your recorder to iPad or iPhone. And if you have a newer device, for example newer iPhone with the USB-C or newer iPad, you could use any adapter from USB-A to USB-C or any type of dongle USB-A to USB Type-C. If you have older device like my iPhone 11, it has Lightning port, you need this type of adapter from USB-A to Lightning. But I prefer this type of adapter. It has extra port for the lightning. I could use my recorder and charge my iPhone here. And of course, Loopy Pro app for the iPhone or iPad. The first thing to do is to turn on your recorder. Now we go to the menu and we should choose USB. Here we have audio interface mode, and here we have two options: stereo mix and multi-track. When you choose multi-track, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individual separate channels to use for the live looping. I'm not sure if you need these channels, but for now I need only stereo mics, so stereo mix is enough for me. And here we have a few different options. For now you should use something using battery power. It might be just iPad. It's okay if you're gonna use your iPhone with the Zoom, just choose iPad using battery power. A little tip: if you don't wanna use these batteries, you could choose PC or Mac option here. In this case, your recorder will be fitted by an iPad. Make sure you have your cable plugged. It's better to use some sort of dongle with the power delivery, so you will be able to charge your iPad and use your recorder without batteries. Then I highly recommend to go to menu again and here choose direct monitor on. And now you will be able to monitor yourself directly using headphones. Just make sure that you have your L and R channels on, adjust gain level, and you should hear yourself in the headphones. The next thing is to connect your recorder using USB cable to your Apple device. In my case, it's iPad Air with the USB Type-C, so I need simple USB-A, USB-C adapter. And now you can check if your Apple device has detected the recorder. Open just standard voice memos app, record something, and you will see. If I turn it off, nothing. And you should hear the recorded sound using your headphones. The next step is Loopy Pro, my favorite looper. Here we have 10 loops by default, but it doesn't matter, we should go to the mixer. Here we have input channel, different colors for the loops, and master channel. And here we have our input channels. So input selection H6, my recorder, and input channels left, right, or both of them. If I choose multi-track mode over stereo mix, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mono channels or 3 pairs of stereo channels: 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 6 and 5. As I said before, I don't need that now, I need just stereo mics. I believe you remember me asking to turn on direct monitoring here. It's hardware monitoring, so it's zero latency. In this case, we should turn off software monitoring to avoid doubling. It's just my recommendation, it's just the way I like to use this setup, because I like zero latency, I feel more connection with the sound, but it's just my recommendation. And we'd like to have hardware gain 100%. And basically that's it. We could try to record sound from the Zoom stereo microphones. What you just saw is auto loop detection. Loopy Pro could do that, it could detect your loop pattern, but it's not the only way to record your first loop. Here in the mixer we could use plugins for every channel, and we have default stock plugins in the Loopy Pro. We can download free plugins from App Store or buy some. For example, we can use for the master channel some reverb. This is default stock reverb, and it has different spaces. Let's try this one. In Loopy Pro there are plenty of different features. It's extremely flexible app. This is what the default project looks like, but the project I used at the beginning of the video looks like this. To my mind, Loopy Pro is great for beginners in live looping, for home guitarists, and it's great for professionals too. For those who are new to Loopy Pro, I have a lot of videos on the channel dedicated to that app, and if you want to simplify your immersion and open an endless source of inspiration, then I specially made a course for you, Quick Start in Loopy Pro. To find out all the details, reviews and more, go to my website, links will be in the description. Just to demonstrate some Loopy Pro's capabilities and features, I'd like to tell you a little about how my project is arranged. The project I've been using to make a demo in the beginning of this video. However, I've created a special tutorial, like deep tutorial, where I create this project from the scratch, step by step. It's free. You can watch it on my website, and you can download this project file and use for your jamming. Okay, how the project is arranged. I have special widget for my metronome, so I just set the tempo before start recording. I can adjust the volume, and it works like this. Before I start recording the first loop, I can set its length. So it's 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 bar, 4 bars, and unset. So I record the percussion here. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, metronome volume goes down, and I can completely mute it automatically after the first rhythm was recorded. Then I have this filter. This is filter for the blue loops. So I have special channel, blue channel for the blue loops. And I have this wonderful plugin. It plays only for these loops. And here I have filter. And here I have this button slow. It changes this value slowly, like this. And like this. And this is really nice effect. Then I have my 4 bars for the chords, this loop for some percussion, and this loops aqua. Aqua color. It has no effects, so this filter, it applies only for the blue loops. By the way, you hear this nice reverb sound? This is bass channel. It has EQ and reverb plugin. It's a free plugin, and I have this sense from input and from each loop channel sent to bus A. So I have this wonderful reverb. Also, I have these buttons. Drop it's basically stop immediately and start on the first beat. Let me show you. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And drop and all is the same, but it will start all loops. And also it will reset the filter. Yeah. And the last thing is this loop. It's normal loop, but if I press the button, it will go reverse and half speed. This is just the tip of the iceberg called Loopy Pro, and combination with these high quality microphones is great, and acoustic guitar. And I have more examples of this combo on my channel. Please consider subscribing, give it a like. Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section. All the useful links in the description, and see you later. Bye.